Yes, good morning, students. Today I am going to just recall the concepts. What are the things we have come across? From the two things under life process we have completed. One is about nutrition, the other one is about respiration. Right? So let me concentrate on those two concepts. Children, listen. It is highly important concepts where I'm again and again I'm stressing you to remember all these points. Then only we can switch over to the next process called transportation. Before switching over to listen to the concept that we have completed. Please thorough with all these concepts. Have a clear note of it and give me the reply before evening that all these concepts that you have read and completed. Fine. So after this only I can switch over to the next process called transportation. Just listen. First process under life process we have seen about nutrition. What do you mean by life process? Process necessary for an organism to survive. There are so many processes right from ingestion, digestion, respiration, all those things, all those processes highly essential for an organism to survive. Right? So generally a living organism need all these processes, one for the growth, the other one for movement, right? What do you mean by nutrition? Definition you are supposed to learn. To obtain energy. Then under types of nutrition we have studied autotrophic. There you will get the definition for autotrophic. Prepare their own food. The process we have come across is here photosynthesis. Here you have to learn define photosynthesis, equation for photosynthesis, materials required for photosynthesis, process for photosynthesis. Finally, after completing this, there is two activities listed over here. Okay, concentrate those two activities. One activity to determine the presence of starch, the other activity to determine the role of KOH, potassium hydroxide. Right? Next one is heterotrophic nutrition. There we have three types of heterotrophic. One is saprophytic, parasitic, holozoic. What do you mean by saprophytic? Organism depend on or feed on dead and decayed organic matters called as saprophytic. What is parasitic? Organism depend on the other living organism for their food. And finally holozoic, process of taking the complex food and breaking into simpler forms inside the organism called as holozoic. Example we have seen is amoeba. In amoeba they have 5 modes of nutrition. One is about ingestion, digestion, the other one will be absorption, assimilation, digestion, and along with this diagram must be there. Right? This is one part we have studied. Listen to the content carefully. Don't get confused. The other topic which I am going to say is very vast topic. Listen to it, understand properly this, and then we can switch over to the other one. Okay. Then after nutrition amoeba, we have completed nutrition in human beings. There in nutrition in human beings, it takes place in the thing called alimentary canal. Alimentary canal starts from the mouth to the and ends in anus, right? So how the process takes place? Mouth, first the process start from mouth, then esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine. Mouth you have the gland called salivary gland. What is the role of salivary gland? Secretes saliva, consists of an enzyme called salivary amylase. What is the role of amylase? Conversion of starch into sugar. This is what taking place in mouth. Then esophagus, what is the process takes place over there? Peristalsis. What is peristalsis? Rhythmic contraction and relaxation of muscles to push the food forward. And the other region is what? Stomach. When the food reaches the stomach, it will be acted upon by the enzymes called HCl, hydrochloric acid. This hydrochloric acid activates the enzyme called pepsin.